Right, Farokh, first up for you, Deano had said before the match happened, he sees Rajasthan going to the finals. Do you see that happening now?
Well, if Shane Watson, cometh the hour, cometh the man.
Yeah, he's rising at the right time.
What a magnificent innings he's played, Shane Watson. I mean, we know he's capable, but Sunrisers, after being 29 for 6, surely, they were delighted. If 145 was given to them, at the start, they would have taken it. They've taken it gladly. Yeah. But Darren Sammy, again, 60, the typical Calypso style.
How was the celebration?
We love all the Calypso. Yeah. And James Faulkner, 5 for 20. There'll be some brilliant performances. Who would you give man of the match to? Watson? Faulkner?
You probably you give it to Faulkner. I think he set it up. Well, I would. But it's an amazing run now. The reason why I say they play the run home for them, they play Royal Challenge Bangalore twice, Rajasthan. Yeah. They've got Hyderabad again, and I think they'll beat them again. The Mumbai one, CSK, they'll probably lose one of those two for sure. And then they've got Kings 11, Delhi and Pune. So they get 4 wins, 9 wins gets you in.
You reckon they'll beat RCB twice?
No, they'll get beat by then. They'll get beaten by Chennai. Yeah. Maybe against Mumbai. We don't know, but they'll definitely beat Pune, Delhi, Kings 11 and Hyderabad again. So I think they'll get through.
My 2 finalists would be Royal Challengers, Bangalore and Chennai.
Okay. There's no problem with that.
That's my prediction for the finals,
okay.
Yeah. But anything can happen, as we've seen today. Yeah. 29 for 6 and then,
Yeah. But, talking about Rajasthan, with Faulkner and Watson coming to the party at the right time, are they looking a very complete unit now?
No. I still query their batting, though, under some pressure. Binny coming in at 5 for them, who knows? That's the X factor I've got a problem with. What happens if the batting doesn't come off for the Bangalore boys? I don't trust their bowling as well. So all in all, it's ifs and buts and all this type of stuff. But you've got to go with guys who are in form at the moment. They're flying along at the moment.
They're heavily dependent on Watson, aren't they?
Yeah.
And that's why I wouldn't put Rajasthan up to the finals. I would put Chennai, because Chennai are tremendous finishers, and with Dhoni in the form of his life, and with the strength of the batting, RCB will be the side to beat. I think in this year's IPL, they've been absolutely formidable. Of course, the bowling, there's one or two question marks about the bowling.
I think Zahir's got to come into play for him, need some games under his belt, but he's struggling to get a game at the moment.
But talking about Sunrisers Hyderabad, they started off really well. Now, this sort of, you're coming into their own. Yeah. You see them getting out of the group,
It's not the end of the world for them. Yeah. They could certainly fight back. They could certainly claw back. Claw back would be a better word, because they're not really dominating. I mean, 29 for 6, there's no excuses for that. You can't just keep on playing across the line and throw your wickets away. Faulkner gets all the credit for his bowling, magnificent bowling. Yeah. But Sunrisers allowed him to bowl well, and that's where they went wrong.
Do you know a word on Faulkner? Very underrated?
Very much so. Well, he's been picked in the Ashes squad, so we're starting to think a lot about him. Good bowler, good change-ups. Whether he's a test bowler is completely different, because you've got to swing the ball around and that type of play.
Yeah,
but he's
in England, He'll be very effective in England.
He'll be a very good player.
Because that's the type of pace that at Lords, on that greeny wicket,
But Australia really, apart from Alan Davidson, Australia really hasn't had a left-arm bowler that's done well in England in the history. So that history tells us what we've done right and what we've done wrong. Mm-hmm. So who knows whether he gets a chance in that starting lineup. But for the Hyderabad boys, I think they've played 9 now and they've got 6 to go, 7 to go. So they'll need to get 9. So they've got 5 wins already. Are they going to win 4 out of their next 7 games?
With the way they're batting?
Yeah, well, I've got queries about them. Yeah.
Okay. Farokh, what's going wrong with that?
I'm sure they've got queries themselves.
But Darren Sammy now he's played something like that. He's going to stick around and he's going to probably stay in the team.
Yes, Darren Sammy is one of those.
Will it make a difference? That's what I'm trying to say. Shikhar Dhawan, Darren Sammy in the squad.
Darren Sammy is not going to come up every time, because he's not a great batsman. He played extremely well today and rescued Sunrisers from the fire, literally. He got them a respectable total. 145 is a pretty respectable total in a 20-over format. But Shane Watson, out of his depth. What a player he is.
Just quickly show the Hyderabad. I think they've done really well, and that's not discounting. I'm not discounting them solely, but when the team gets, 6 for 29, you said, Farokh, or whatever it was, teams normally just throw it away. But they dug deep, and they punched out a score of 140. A lot of other teams would have turned their toes up and rolled over. But they didn't. They showed some heart.
They fought back, didn't they? And that's great credit.
Often get a second chance in this great game and in T20, and they found a way out of it and got themselves something to bowl at. So.
Yeah, but again, you could look at it. Darren Sammy and all had nothing to lose. They just went and threw the bats because they had to get a respectable total, and some of Sammy's shots came off, and that's why 145. I think they still fancy their chances, But one man called SW, Shane Watson, played out of his skin. Very special indeed.
I wonder what he'll be on for the auction for next year, because he got bought for 125,000 in IPL 1. Yeah. So I wonder what he would be. He's got to be 1.4 minimum, I reckon.
Well, the bubble's going to burst, isn't it? Yeah. Chris Gale.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's
pots of money for everybody here.
Well, the salary cap is 12.5. I'm hearing it's going to be pushed out to $14-15 million for next year's, right? For their the salary cap. So 1.4, he might even get close to 2, like $2 million. And I tell you what, if he's fit,
do we get a rise as well? Or?
No, I doubt it.
All right, gentlemen.
Mr. Prannoy Roy.